Welcome to the We Cultivate Wealth podcast. My name is Sakita Collins. And today we're going to talk about the importance of trusting yourself. Whenever you take on a new project, whenever you make a decision in your life, it is a requirement that you must trust yourself. Trusting yourself is the most important aspect of personal growth, fulfillment, and happiness in your life. Now, I know in many cases it's difficult for us to trust ourselves because we think about the decisions that we may have made in the past. And what that does is life tends to cause us to doubt ourselves. And it's difficult for us to trust us. But I want you guys to take in perspective this. Think about the trust you have for people in your life. Think about the trust you may have for your grandparents, from your parents, your spouse, your children. And what happened? They had to show you, they had to earn your trust. They had to show you that they were trustworthy. It was built up over time. So why not give yourself that same opportunity that you give others where you're willing to trust them? But one thing I do know, in order to get there, you have to earn the trust yourself. What are you doing on a daily basis? The decisions you make, your actions, your behaviors, your thoughts, and your beliefs that helps you to trust you. I've made some decisions in my past that I'm not proud of. And I'm going to be honest. There was a period of time in my life where I did not trust Sequita. And I had to learn to trust myself again and give myself grace and forgiveness for the choices that I had made in the past. Because we know some of the choices and decisions that we make in the past, they're still showing up in our present life. They're still showing up right now in our life. So sometimes when you're faced with the choice that you made in the past and you see it in your bank account. You may see it in your environment where you live. You see it in the job that you work or the career you're in. And it's just a reminder. But I'm here to say, give yourself grace. And getting to a point to trust yourself requires you come to a space where you can smile at yourself, that you can forgive yourself, and that you can take those choices from the past as lessons learned and say, okay, I learned what didn't work. Now I have to determine and discern what does work so that I can move on. One thing I know is God has already forgiven you. You just have to forgive yourself. So we're going to talk about 3 ways that you can begin taking baby steps to begin trusting yourself again, especially after you have doubted yourself due to life. First thing is an awareness of trusting yourself and a willingness of trusting yourself. So you have to be willing to say, okay, I'm going to trust me. Because when you trust yourself, you begin to trust God who orders your steps. Because we all know the Holy Spirit within us. So I'm trusting me. I'm trusting the Holy Spirit. So that's going to lead me into trusting God because He orders my steps. Okay? So just so we're very clear on that. Because when there is a willingness to trust yourself and you're listening to the Holy Spirit and you're listening to God's promptings, and I'm going to tell you how you know it's God's prompting, is because it could be something you were not thinking about at all. And all of a sudden it comes into your into your mind that this is the decision you should make. This is what you should do. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't make it, or you stall or procrastinate, many times you cannot rest. You can't sleep. It stays on your mind. You're dreaming about it, or you wake up and it's still on your mind. And sometimes you'll have these weird dreams because it's something that, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? So an awareness and a willingness to trust yourself. 2, show up for yourself. You show up at that job every day. They want you there at 7. You there at 6:55. Kids' school call you. You there. Parents call you. You there. Grandmama and granddaddy call you. You there. Your spouse call you. You there. But yet you can barely keep your word to yourself and show up for yourself. Get up every single day and be consistent and reliable to you. Stop violating your own trust. Keep your word to yourself. And what happens? I got my hand up, both of them. I've been that person. Say what I was going to do, and then I procrastinate because, I can just do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. Or, oops, I just forgot. It just, you'll forget or you'll procrastinate for yourself. But you have to show up for yourself. Because if you show up for everyone else and you're there for them, you're making them thieves and they don't even know it. You're making them a thief and they don't even know it. And then that breeds resentment and all kind of other feelings, and you're angry. And then you wallowing in that anger and resentment, and you still don't show up for you. So show up for yourself. You can start with small things. I know for me, I started with the boot camp and I signed up for 4 weeks. I made it to all 8 sessions, 2 per week. I wasn't even worried about weight loss. I was just worried about, my biggest thing for signing up was keeping my word to myself. Keeping my word to myself. And I did, and I signed up again, and I kept my word to myself. So now when I sign up for this 3rd month, now it's focused more on the physical and the mental and emotional health. But I just had to prove to myself and honor my word to myself that I was going to show up for myself. And the 3rd and final is step outside your comfort zone. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable at first. Yes, you're going to have butterflies in your stomach. Yes, you might have a headache. Yes, you're going to be nauseous. Yes, you're going to be nervous. That's only because it's unfamiliar to you. But everything you desire is on the other side of comfort. The other side of comfort. One thing about it, our minds will work to protect us, but it's not, air quotes, you don't see, not really protecting us. But anytime we embark on doing something different, we're going to be nervous. Our mind is going to say, are you sure you want to do it? Oh, I don't feel good. My stomach hurts. Oh, I got a headache. Or I'm sleepy, and it's time for you to get up and go. Because it's unfamiliar. So your mind is going to protect you like, I don't know, this is unfamiliar. This doesn't seem right. So maybe you shouldn't go. So all these physical ailment symptoms are going to come over. You got to get up and do it anyway. One of the things about cultivating wealth, you got to move past your feelings and your emotions. You cannot feel your feelings, feel your emotions, but do not allow them to dictate. And you resort back to old behaviors that keep you from moving forward, that keep you from propelling forward. Yes, everything is going to feel scary. It's normal. It's not because you can't do it. It's because your mind is not familiar. They're like, no, we don't know what's going on. Do the things that are difficult. And I'm going to tell you this. Don't even assign a level of difficulty to it. Go into it. I can do this. If somebody created it and it's been done before, it can be done. If it hasn't been done before, you can be the one that do it. And then the rest of us who come behind you, we're like, nope, it's not difficult. We can do that. Do not assign a level of difficulty to anything that you have not tried before. We already go into something hard. We sign up for an exercise class or a marathon and it's going to be hard. Yes, you spoke it. It's going to be hard because you think it's going to be hard. So everything is, the universe is going to conspire to make it hard. Now, if you say, I can do this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this done. Everything in the universe is going to conspire to get it done. You're going to have your supporters, your helpers are going to start finding you. And you're going to get it done. And I just want to reiterate, whenever you go after a dream or a vision, whatever it may be, it is going to require everything in you to arise to the occasion. You got to move past the doubt. You got to move past the feelings. And you have to be willing to move and traverse ahead no matter what. That's my message for today. Trusting yourself is a requirement in any new journey that you get started on. Thank you for listening to the We Cultivate podcast, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.